everybody. It is a chilly but absolutely beautiful winter day here in the Carolinas. As I've been flying and talking to different people, several people have asked, well, what are the tips and tricks, or what are some ideas, or what are some things that I should know about if I get a seaplane license? What should I be looking out for? And in my opinion, the number one most important thing to pay attention to is your gear position, knowing your gear up or gear down for which one. And a lot of people are familiar with the term GUMPS, and that's what we use for land planes. When I fly my Bonanza or, well, any airplane, I use the GUMP acronym, which is pretty familiar to a lot of people, and that's gas, undercarriage, mixture, prop, and seatbelts. And so I use that one anytime I'm going to land on land. But when I'm going to land on water, I don't want to use the same acronym because that, has the potential to goof you up. Gear, and the last thing I want to do is put the gear down to land on water. There's videos all over the place of airplanes, skidding into a stop on a runway with the gear up, and it's embarrassing, but they usually survive. So a land airplane can even skid into home on water, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube about that. So gear up, on the runway, embarrassing and expensive, but usually survivable. Gear up on water, embarrassing, hopefully only done in an emergency, but usually pretty survivable. Gear down on the water, though, really bad, and there are plenty of videos out there about it. All right, we're on the 45. We're going to focus on our landing now. Gear coming down. Green light. Gas, undercarriage, mixture, prop, seatbelts. All right, this is a landing. We are set up. In Concord Tower, Seaplane 903 Papa, left downwind, runway 2.
Seaplane 903 Papa, runway 2, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 2, 903 Papa. All right, we are clear to land. Got a gear down over there, gear down over there. Add pressure. That's funny when you read the books and you talk to different folks that are seaplane pilots. They tell you should always be very, very uncomfortable when your gear is down. I don't know if I'm uncomfortable with the gear is down, but I'm certainly aware of it.
To the speedway for runway 2.
Flaps coming down.
Affirmative.
All right. Red, blue, green, full flaps. Commit to land. We're clear to land. Final is clear. Runway is clear. Welcome back, everybody.
9-3 Pop, the Cessna heads going northwest. Keep them in sight. Turn right on course and remain clear of the Bravo. Clear for takeoff. 20.
Clear for takeoff 20. We'll watch the traffic. 9-3 Pop. Thank you, sir. All right, this is clear. Trim is set. Gear is set. Flaps are set. All right, full throttle. Bearings in the green. We're in the air. So again, one of the things that has come up several times, people ask me, well, what what are some tips and tricks? What are some things that I could do, or what are some ideas for flying seaplanes that you can share with us? And I guess for me personally, the most important tip, trick, thing that I learned when I was going to fly seaplanes was getting comfortable gear up to land and knowing your gear position. It is really a hard thing to do. On the way into Concord today, we talked about dumps, and that is for landing on ground. The tip I learned when I was going through seaplane training back in Florida was to use a separate acronym for water landings. And it just puts you in a different mindset. And it's really easy in a complex airplane if you're using dumps to forget what your situation is. And it sounds funny, but it's true. So when we're going to land on water, my check is GFAR, and that's gear up for water landing. F is flaps, which are down. Area is clear, and water rudders are up and stowed. And so Sean Roth, as my flight instructor, he taught me that, and yes, Jones Brothers is the school, the seaplane school. And I really like that because it gives me a different mindset as I'm coming into to land. So GFAR is my landing sequence, and we're going to use that right now. We're on kind of a base entry here. We're going to come in, we're going to go to the right of this island up ahead. Area is clear, there's no power lines cutting across here. Gear is up for water landing, flaps are down. Area is clear, water rudders are up and stowed. There's some shoal markers out here that I have to stay well away from, and the water level is really actually quite low right now in Lake Norman. So, yeah, we believe it when they put shoal markers out there. And there we go, we're on the water. All right, well, there you go. There is my number one tip, trick, thought about the most important lesson of learning and maintaining proficiency as a seaplane pilot. Know your gear position. Know when you are gear up to land. And I think that's probably the best advice I got from my flight training, so I hope I can pass it on to someone else. While we're bouncing around between landing spots here, this would be a great time for you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment if you can. I'd love it. I'd love to hear the comments and feedback from everyone. Please let me know in your comments what you thought about this video. Please like the video if you do, subscribe if you haven't, and until next time, thanks for being my wingman. Take care.